Hello and welcome back. Steel Pinnings here once again, and today I have a really cool lock I wanted to share with everyone. And frankly, it's the easiest lock to pick to control. It's kind of backwards. It picks to control easier than it does picking to operate. I'll explain it later, but what we're going to do is we're going to show it to you first, and some of the other cool features of this Sargent lock. It is an interchangeable core. It's the control key, and if you can read the numbers on it there, RK70818. How is that? 97. The control key, as you can see, has a cutoff on the end. That is deeper than any real cut. And the operating key has an actual bitting to it. The operating key goes in, works the lock. Then the control key goes in and goes to control, pull it out. Now you see the tailpiece is still on it. You see the weirdest thing is it takes the whole back out of the lock. It's really cool. The Sargent Kiso is the only one I've seen Sargent wise that does it like that. Now let me show you. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay, sorry about that. A quick little pause there. Yeah, I had to dig it up there, but I have one here. It needed a good wipe down, but and a lot of people have seen them, this kind here, and they've noticed that the back comes out like that. And the shitty thing is, they're all the ones that have been sold like on eBay and whatnot are standard with only the operating key. Well, this one came with 2 keys, and I brazed on the tip. So this one goes in. Wait. Yeah, sorry. There we go. And then it pulls out like that. The whole piece, it fits up inside of there like that. It's really cool. Really awesome to make it work. But none of that isn't our lock feature. The one we're featuring today is the one that's easiest to pick to control, because it doesn't have to go extra like most controls do. It's 1 pin less, really. But it even has to be cut less than the lowest cut. But I thought that was a really cool aspect of this lock. You don't see it anymore. That really makes I have some Corbins like this as well that have the tailpiece that just fits right through it too. Anyway, I'm gonna quit waffling on and show y'all why this thing is the easiest thing to pick to control. Alright, there we zoom in a bit. There is the lock. Maybe we can get a good view of it while we pick it. Trying to get myself my big fat butt situated here. I made this pick here a little while back. It's really cool. I'm zoom back out. It's got ergonomics to it and everything. It's really neat. Fits in the hand really nice. I tend to pick like this, so I have the one finger on so that it picks, well, I guide it better. This is a slight deforced. It's like a low cut deforced, which makes it about the same height as a standard hook. I'm going to be using that to pick into it. A 50 thousandths flat bar for the top tension. And we know that control has to go to the left. And we'll start at the bottom. And with light tension, because I don't like heavy tension, especially at first. And we're just going to feel the pins. Kind of low, huh? There we go. Kind of feel the pins and see what's binding. Nothing yet. Down to the back. There's a click. And no more, huh? Put a little more tension. Reset that. I'm going to use a different pick. I'm going to use this one here. This one is just slightly thinner, and I won't be feeling all the extra stuff. You gotta look at the bidding here. I think it's pin number 4 is really high. And that's what I'm losing it on. Put some more tension on it. You didn't get anything else to kind of pick. When I said this is the easiest lock to pick to control, I said that on how it was made more so than me picking it. This is my first time picking it. So a movement there, haha. And there we got it. And I'm pretty sure because it stopped that we got it to control. Yo. And we know this, like I said, because if you pick it to the left, it only needs, and that particular pin doesn't use. So what it does is it drops something. And I've never taken this lock apart. We're at about 10 minutes already. So if y'all are in for, you know, a 20-minute video, we can explore this thing. Y'all think y'all up for it? Flathead. Oh, hell. Left y'all staring at my name up there. Sorry about that. It's a flathead, old school style. I'm hoping I can get this thing open first. I don't want to strip anything. But what I'm really hoping is that I can take it apart and get it back together. Independent interchangeable cores like that tend to have a lot of pins in them, especially because they tend to be master pinned. But this is what we got, so we'll do with what we got. So this will be operating key. Okay, see how that's working there. Okay, so we'll try control key. Allow something to drop down into the keyway. I'm betting it has to be the operating key that allows me to pull this off. But it's not. It is independently turning, so let's just push it out. Gosh. Is that the right size? Yeah, I guess so. Give it the old heave-ho. Fingers crossed. Got it off of there. Say, there we go. Now looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pins. Yes, there's master pinning. So, we gonna have to dump these out, or we'll leave it here if it fit. Yeah. Turn it a touch when we'll not lose those. Sorry. Now we'll pull this back. Grab a pair of tweezies. Okay. That is odd. That is an upside down key pin. Looky here. Yeah. Guarantee that's a Sargent key pin upside down as a driver. Only answer there could be that they didn't have a driver that size and had a key pin that size. It is a key pin for sure. And that would be pin number 1 and a spring behind it. Okay. That makes me want to ask myself what's in number 1 here. 2 pins. Okay. Answered thy question. So they used the, sorry guys, they used a key pin, a big master wafer, and another key pin for the top driver, which is odd to me. It really is. So moving on from there, right? Looks like a driver this time. And the spring. So let's take this one out. See, I know they're going to come out in sections, so I want to keep them right. Zoom out and show you exactly what I'm doing here. I'm taking it and I'm dropping it off to the side. One tiny bit at a time. I don't know, I'm guessing that he whoever pinned it up just, I don't know, by mistake or something. I don't know no more. I feel kind of dumb. I don't know why there'd be a key pin there. For logical reasoning, I don't know. Okay, that's all of them. Toodaloo. Okay, and we shall continue with the top side. There's 2. Yep. Going on to 3. It's the driver, the same size as that key pin, which is odd. Alright. One big one at the end. Ta-da. Okay, sorry about that. This happens to work on that pen. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. It works with this long driver. All the way down to level. When it gets to the right height, it's probably dropped rather than raised. Then it turns. And a much smaller spring. Looks like it's just a half spring. That is a really cool design. Let's get into it and look at it a little closer. It is all standard pinning, which is kind of stinks. But we have that one, which isn't, which is a key pin. That's odd. The rest of them all make sense. High-low bidding, mastering, and then in the end it needs to drop this, then in the end here it needs to drop this big pin enough to turn the level here, which is which is really neat. And then a half spring that fits up into the top part right there. Really, really cool design. I'm gonna get this thing put back together and back on the shelf. I appreciate you if you stood all the way to the end. That is so awesome of you. Y'all please stay safe. Always stay legit. And if you like what I do here, hit that like button. Do a big hip thrust at it. And until we meet again, peace.